booked it with somebody else.
Well, anyways, I think the carriage ride is a good idea, and maybe it should be added in somewhere in here.
Well, Father's Day.
Father's Day?
I think that'd be a great little thing, father and daughter carriage ride thing, or something.
On a nice June day.
Yeah.
Evening.
So if we get these things more planned in advance and things will start running.
Yeah, the carriage ride is $200 for
What
the
was
evening.
that? May?
Then we can sell tickets to it.
May is our event is going to be on Cinco de Mayo. And it feels like we're missing out if we do not. Yes, the first Friday is on May 5th, and it feels like we're going to be missing out if we don't incorporate that somehow.
Yeah.
We can because it's also May Day.
Yeah.
May Day is flowers,
Yeah.
so we can do that.
You could do, they would go together very well.
Yeah, so that's to fill it out with the more things. That's good. All right, so that's our tentative for the year.
So for the Easter, what are we thinking that do we want to do like an
Easter
Easter egg hunt?
something along that line.
So do we want to do a child-friendly and adult
Yeah.
Easter egg hunt as well?
Oh,
Or
I've been doing
just
that.
child.
I think just on kids. I mean, I wouldn't want to be out there
But
running
if
around
we
picking up
do,
Easter eggs,
are
would you?
you,
So that
You just asked.
It's
She's gonna say yeah.
Actually, a very, very, very popular thing right now.
Is
to
it?
have
And I
an
would
adult
do it
Easter
too.
egg hunt.
I wouldn't.
But
I would 100%
Yeah,
because
but
I don't want to
this
think
is
that I'm old.
like
I'm
giving
almost
them
40. I'm
information.
not there yet.
Not,
So
this isn't me doing perfect. This is
it's
ready to have
hey
fun.
Ed. They make them
Yes,
adult
yeah, so
themed.
they will give that
Where you get like
information.
really
So if we- I
cool
like sticky
prizes,
notes.
and it's
Sticky
like
notes
a
of
husband and wife
these.
date night.
Remember, he's always
type.
saying
It's
someone
a
is
good
like,
time.
Well, that takes some good
So
sponsorships.
we will
then.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that we could think
Get
of if
some
we want to
sticky
do a
notes,
kids
which I
Easter egg
have.
hunt on
Just
the
little
Friday.
colorful
We
ones
could
to
do
let everybody
later in the
understand.
month.
So
You
we
know,
know
later
who's
in the
doing
month we
what.
could do an
Yeah.
adult.
Do
Like,
two
did
different parts.
Christine get this sent out?
Well,
Is it 2 o'clock? Or...
She's
But if we
good.
bring
I
people
haven't
back
got the
down
video
later,
done
we're
yet,
gonna
but
have an
I'm
adult
gonna
Easter egg
kind
hunt.
of
We're bringing you back
take
in.
care of it
And we're
here in
all
the next
gonna
few
be
days.
kind and just say we're getting started and we're just gonna go good with it and no one's gonna get stressed about it.
I know
Just
February's
gonna
gonna
do
be
it.
better than January. That's all I know.
That's
February's gonna be better than January, so.
Yeah.
Who was the school contact?
It's a form.
Oh.
They have like a form that you fill out to, I don't know,
They're-
their PR.
It's not really a
Okay, Cheyenne
school
does all that.
contact.
I know her.
It's
Yeah.
she just sends in a form, right?
Yeah, well, she will get an email back from someone at the school.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I know Cheyenne, and I have actually,
I think it-
I have
yeah.
deep ties into the school.
Yeah.
So,
We both do. So, yes.
so every month we have the same thing with the scavenger hunt, but I also think the free family fun.
Mhm.
So what is their free thing every month?
Yeah.
Like we're giving out, it's supposed to be
Well, this month we're giving out chocolates.
chocolates. Is everybody on board with that, and have we promoted that? Because the flyer didn't capture that.
I think we'll have to send
Is it
out.
said anywhere to the schools that we're giving away free chocolate?
I don't know.
I feel like that I missed that.
The
part.
information
Well,
that
that's why we're having this conversation,
I
because
feel like I missed that
so
somewhere.
Because
Dalton, what
when-
information did Christina get?
Jessie didn't send me that flyer before she did it.
I
and
didn't send her any information.
Okay, so the only information she has came from
What?
you.
From
Yeah.
what Jessie did. And
Yeah.
Jessie did not send that to me for proof before she sent it out.
Okay.
So,
Well,
Yeah.
actually, the first time I seen it was through Max Attic.
so she.
That was shared from Max Attic's
Are
page.
you sure it wasn't Crystal's? Oh yeah, Max Attic got it up. Yeah,
She was the first one to
'Cause-
post it. I didn't know anything about it.
because she
until
went out and
Max
delivered
Attic
them.
posted. I'm like, well, how's she got this before anybody
She
else?
bumped it. Well,
Yeah.
I posted it everywhere as soon as she gave it to
Jessie
me. I put
bumped it past
everywhere.
us.
Okay.
So let's
in the
just make
future,
sure
Jessie
we.
needs to make
Cool.
sure.
I think
Yeah.
she was feeling a little behind the 8 ball, and she was trying to get caught
Yeah.
up.
We're all behind the
I
eight ball right now
I do
trying to
think
play
she was
catch
just
up.
trying to
I'm
get
just
caught up.
saying that
Yeah.
we're in a learning curve here, so I need to make sure that she bumps it past, that we gave her all the
Can
good
you just share
information.
that in a text group too, so we can all take a look and just
So I'll put down there, she needs to share the.
Dalton, can you update the text group?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
like create the new group.
Paul
chat.
wants to be in it. I would put
Yep,
Faye
I
in
got
it.
them all. Yeah. Yep.
Do you care if I back up a second?
No.
We do a at the chamber a downtown concert series, so
Yes.
at least 4 nights,
Right.
and we already have one that's usually on a Saturday, no matter what, and another that's not the first Friday. But there would be 2 more events at least where we could have music down there during a first Friday. So I want to make
That would
sure
be
those
excellent.
Yes, it would.
go together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What
So
about
we
the
usually,
July?
yeah, I just need to double check. We've got 2 performances set. and I think the one has to be on a Saturday because
This
of the
is
way
the
their schedule is.
Caboose.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be like, I'm guessing the John Hampton Band or Jimmy and the Soul Blazers or something like
So
that.
that'll
Now,
fall somewhere in
something
there.
that you may not be aware of, that when we do our events, if you're doing a music event down there the same day we're doing our event here, and you got 2 bands, this old truck that we have on the corner,
Only one band.
okay.
But-
Well, I'm saying in the future, if you have 2
Oh,
bands that
okay,
wanna
gotcha.
book, we have this
Oh,
truck on
yeah.
the corner, it's a portable stage.
Yeah,
We have a sound system and everything we
yeah,
have
that'll
to.
be, man, this is gonna be a great relationship. But yeah, so I wanna look into who we're getting exactly and when and try to make those first Friday
It
events.
could really be any of the dates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I just mentioned the July one just because it's festival.
Oh, well, they
bands,
do the
but
Caboose thing.
But wherever your
So
event
just
lines
hoping
up
those-
with the first Friday, it'd be
the
great to
bands we
combine
have
them.
lined up
Yeah.
are available on a first Friday. You
Yeah.
never know.
all you would have to do is just send them the whole first Friday list of the year, the rest of the year, and be like, hey, do you want to choose one of these?
And would you
know,
like to
Well,
be-
you wouldn't care.
we do these all in the warm months,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we can still
Well,
look to do
essentially,
these.
If any of them would like to do another one, the September event would be a great one to do because obviously that would
Yeah.
bring,
Good weather too,
if
still,
it's
usually.
still decent weather, it's a domestic violence awareness
Mhm.
thing, and so that it can't hurt to bring more people into that to be
Oh yeah, for
more
sure.
aware.
This is
So if we
specifically
can get
the,
a band
the
for the September one, I think
summer
that'd be great.
concert series, but I think we should
Yes.
try to add music
Yeah.
anywhere. Why not? Music's
Absolutely.
amazing. And then I want to get vendors in the chamber.
Mhm.
So I was thinking of
And then-
having Old Carolina Domestic Violence Shelter at the chamber next month, maybe
So this up
For
here
March
is how
or
many
for
hours
February?
we can,
for March.
it's taking per month.
They can go both ways.
So you guys.
How many it's
wanna-
supposed to take?
Mine are definitely more. Just to be clear, I thought about mine
Just
after.
change it up.
Well,
I'm sorry, what are we
Yeah, I would-
asking?
These are hours that we've estimated it takes.
You could do 8.
It,
For the
it's certainly
task.
more.
I thought it was a point.
And I
system.
am, so
No,
I,
that's what I wanted to point out to
Yeah.
these people here and say, like, how much time, just like
We wanna keep track.
when you used
Yeah.
to do petting
Yeah.
room things, it's like, oh, you got paid $150, sound like a lot of money. But by the time you load up, you drive, you set up, then you do the hour, and then you have to pack it up, drive it home, unload it. It's like, okay, this is not cost effective
Yeah.
to be doing petting zoos. But, so we're trying to keep an idea like,
But the biggest thing we're
Hours
keeping,
of time overall, everything.
For each
right, for each event.
So
Yes.
Heritage
Okay.
Ohio says that it should take 6 hours a month of time from each person that's involved with it.
Oh, we'll far exceed
I
that.
yes, but some of us will. I
So-
think that the goal is that
that's what they gave us
Yeah,
and told
is
us
there
to
a
fill
link
out.
for the meeting you guys have, the Zoom?
the Zoom meeting. Yeah, I can get you the Zoom.
but
copy.
the idea is if we keep track of this, and then later on we go for different funding, different event things that we wanna do, we can show the amount of time and
You have
hours
the
put in.
breakdown of it.
Here's what we did, we committed $5,000 in labor to this event.
So who, we had talked about having, a Google Doc, cause everybody does Google Doc, for our logging of hours.
Okay,
Who's gonna do that? Sherry, I think you said you can, and Dalton could probably.
We
So
can-
one of you guys, I
Yeah.
need you to do it so I can start logging my hours.
We can just create. I'll just make a spreadsheet,
Okay,
on
yeah,
a
it'd
Google
just be a
sheet, and
spreadsheet.
we can just do
I can do that
name,
when I get
task,
back from
hour,
the store.
and
That's-
Well, you can
or
do
I
it.
can do it off
Brittany
of.
says she can make one.
I can make it, you just want it in the folder, right? I don't know if I can put it in the folder, but I can share it to everybody that's in there.
I can make it up in the folder.
Okay. I was like,
Thank you,
I
Dalton.
haven't learned how to do that.
Yeah, it's
Because
okay.
I think
I don't use
that
Google
is
Docs or anything,
connected
no.
to you.
I don't use any of that
It's
stuff.
really easy, and we're gonna need you to do it to log your hours.
Oh, no, I'll learn, it's not a
Thank you.
problem, it's
Thank
just
It's
that
not that hard.
I don't know how to make
Yeah,
the page, I
it's-
don't know how to do all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to do that either, bro.
You know what I
I
mean?
just know how to type in there and get out of there.
If it wasn't for the approved programming on
I'll
the
bring some
Facebook
sticky
and stuff like
notes,
that, I would
and
not
then
do that
we can-
either, they make it almost impossible
Then
to
we'll
fail.
take some of these rolls off here, because they'll be on the map here,
So,
who's doing
To
what.
catch you up, Brittany,
Question?
the task list, so it's up there on the hours, but over here where it says task and persons,
Mhm.
that's where we were scheduled or
Breaking
listing
down
out
the
the
hours.
tasks, and then who would be in charge of that task, and then how many hours they would be spending on it. So that's where those numbers up there came from.
Okay.
Well,
So
you can add one to me after today.
So if if
We've
you
got you
want to
down
work
there.
with Christina on
We've got you down there for a
contacting
minimum of
us,
two.
that's who's
For the printing and
Oh,
stuff.
I know,
So
at the
if-
top, you need to
I
add
know
another
you guys
one.
say you had
Oh, okay.
great school
Everyone
contacts.
needs
Well, wait, another one is a 3 or 12.
So if you want to
Yeah,
pair
yeah.
up with her somehow, she wanted
Anyways,
to help, and that's where we kind of
we
put
were-
her. But if you have,
if somebody has
a
that,
big-
Kind of at the
I do
bottom
not
here,
wanna
but
take it
business
over because
recruitment.
God bless it, I don't need to put more
Or
things
a
on my
Yeah,
plate.
yeah.
liaison.
But if
So
she,
you're gonna
if
be
she
one
is like,
connecting
hey, I'm
us,
not getting through to
promoting the
anybody,
face
or
of-
if we need to make sure that
Which
we
reaching out
reminds
to
me,
business.
I would like someone, maybe
it's going
Dalton
out.
or
I can
any
get
of you,
I'll
honestly,
stay
to
at
come to our
AES.
next
I'll
board
send her a
meeting on
message
March
today and just make
13th,
sure that
because
she
we
got it.
wanna,
and if they're planning on sending it out, or
March
if it got approved.
13th.
yeah,
Okay.
March,
So
is that a
sometimes they have to get
Monday?
approved
Yeah, it is a
from
Monday.
the
Yeah, March
Yeah.
Superintendent's office
13th,
first,
and that
and then
usually
the
starts
school
at
send it out.
11:45 a.m.,
What day is that?
Ooh.
Monday,
Monday, March
Monday.
13th.
Okay.
And then we have, which is another one, I wanna get Frank down here with A-Town too.
Yes.
And we can,
Frank is one of
He's-
our food vendors.
Yeah, he's
is he already? I
started
figured
in
he was.
March, he said,
Yeah.
is when
Is
he
he?
starts.
Yeah, cause he's like, it's just too cold, but
Yeah.
if I say, hey Frank, come in the chamber.
I talked to him the
Set
other
up your
day.
burger bars.
Yeah, I talked to him today. Said Frank, so we're gonna get you down. He goes, man, it's too cold. I don't start till March.
Yeah.
I've been begging him to come
That's what
down
I've
there.
talked to him a couple times about it.
Trying to get him down here.
Well, he's usually there, so that's what made me
Yeah.
think of that, but, that would be good, cause like I was saying earlier, Josh had to go get the marker, but Joe Mazzola is bringing this up himself in our board meetings about getting
We probably
involved,
should
and
bring
I'm like,
Joe
we
into-
are involved, so they're actually gonna come speak at our next board meeting, so I would like someone to try to go, obviously Sherry, you're a chamber member, so I think you'd be.
I used to be a
there.
chamber member. I used to be a chamber member.
In
We-
due time.
Well, I was with it for
Yeah.
a couple of years, but we just never seen any real benefit from it for us.
Well, you
so.
will now.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying
You
at
have
the
to
time.
work it. You have to work it. You have to go
It
to
is
their
what you
things
put
and-
into it, but also there's a lot more happening now, a lot of new things coming up. I'm Blair.
No, I gotta send that.
That's perfect. I will say that
She's
Joe.
working on it.
It's
I have a
$240
lot,
a year.
I just have to send the
Huh?
check
It's
over.
$240 a year. $240 a year.
Yeah,
So
and we do a lot of things for nonprofits, at no cost. So that's another thing that we can help build the presence of this group and the nonprofits that are around, which is already happening organically, but.
I do during our monthly commission meetings is when I tell, the mayor, Alan, Joe Mazzola, and Mike Dreger about what the next month's event is going to be. We didn't meet December or January over the holidays, but that's the question that I pose, like with the December event. Hey, what would the city be interested in doing for this event? And if there is something that they can do.
We've
where they
actually
feel that-
invited Joe a couple times to a couple of the meetings before the first Friday event. So
Yeah.
some of the downtown group people.
Yeah.
And he gets excited about stuff. He likes it. You know what I mean? I think that it wouldn't hurt for us to even bring him to one of these.
Isn't he-
Yeah.
so
First
isn't
Friday.
he
For the
retiring?
meeting.
Yeah.
Isn't he retiring in April? Pretty quick.
Mark?
No, he's
Joe.
retiring, but Joe Mosello's retiring too.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Anyway,
We can ask them at the meeting, March
If we have
13th.
a schedule of what we want our events to, or our, would that be easier to say, hey, this is what our plan is for the year? Is there anything that you would like to add to that?
You mean as far as like the
Yeah.
themes? So I think we
Instead
should
of just,
send out.
instead of just per
yeah.
month.
Well, I
The
don't.
only thing that makes me nervous with the city, it's nothing to do with them. We were supposed to have a fire truck for December. We were supposed to have the police cars, and then that fell apart. They didn't
In
show.
the tree.
And the tree fell apart.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're presenting that we got this coming,
Yeah.
and then it just
Yeah.
and people, hey, where's
Well-
the fire truck? Where's the cop car? Where's the tree lighting? What
Yeah.
happened to that?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden,
Right.
we've disappointed
Yeah.
a large group of people
And I
that
think
have
they
come to this
weren't
event.
expecting it to be as desirable as it was.
Right.
I cheating or treating the stepchild, whatever you can say.
Yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
And but hopefully that we prove ourselves.
Yeah, and for what it's
they-
worth,
yeah.
Joe Mazzola personally doesn't coordinate all those things.
No,
No.
we know
So
that.
there is some interest there, and he's brought it to our board's attention himself, and I think it's just a great way to kind of reconnect, and his words were, I can't wait, let me know.
I kind of took that
Let's-
December thing as an unintentional sabotage. Not that they intended to do it, but it's like it
Yeah.
fell apart. The things that were supposed to happen didn't happen. So it's like We know that Sherry's gonna come through, Josh is gonna come through, Brittany and Aaron, Dalton, we're all gonna make things happen, and the other stores are gonna come through. So we're gotten to the point where we've stuck to the people that are there, that don't mind putting the gloves on and getting their hands in the mix. You know what I mean? And so the thing with the city that scares me is if we're gonna go to the city and say, hey, what can you do? I want a finger on it saying, hey,
Yeah.
we're expecting this, so don't back out on us.
Yeah.
Don't make the egg on our
Yeah,
face, because
those
there's no egg
things-
on your face when it
Those
doesn't
things
happen.
can
Yeah.
get
It's
coordinated,
us.
but
Yeah.
when they commit to it, it's a public thing, you know, we're in a boardroom, you
Yeah.
know, I
Right.
think it helps apply that pressure, but, like I said, he's excited about it, the ultimate overall goal, long-term goal, is, you know, Heritage Ohio, the DART assessment, those are all things we need help from the city,
Yeah.
so I think Joe's the guy.
Yeah.
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 And
I
who's
think
coming on the 13th?
the DART meeting is very
So
likely to
I'll be in
happen.
town on the 13th, as a backup, I think, I'm not the best speaker, but.
I could be there, I just need to know, that's all. I
Yeah.
just need a reminder.
Wait, what? What's the 13th?
The board meeting for the chamber,
Oh,
like
They
that.
want
March
a
13th.
representative to show up and to to talk about what it is we're doing here.
oh, okay.
So Ed said.
With a reminder, I can be there.
It's like on a Monday I can be there too. We're closed on Monday, so I'm good for that mostly.
So I also want to just take a moment. I sent you all a text in the group text yesterday.
Mhm.
If y'all want to come to the Heritage Ohio training, it's
yeah.
next month. I could have booked. She gave me a link for free tickets, and I just need to know who wants to do it, and then they want your first name, last name, and email. It's up to us whether we want to stay the night or just make it a one-day trip. But the information's on my phone, so I'm gonna have to tell you after I'm done recording.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay.
I'm
What-
not in the
what
group
So it's
text.
February
Yeah.
15th.
Yeah, we don't
What
have
day
the
was
new
it?
group text
February?
yet, so
Okay.
unless you
February
added Brittany and
15th.
Faye.
Right there's the actual,
Yeah.
What's the date?
all the
15th.
information for you.
Nice.
I'm going no matter what. So it's if you guys would like to come, you should. This particular event is about what, and I thought this was really great for a first one, how to like properly fund art projects through your city. Like, and that was one of the things. And then there will be representatives from all the Heritage Ohio main streets, like, or as many of them as they can. That's the participants. So it's a really great opportunity to network and learn from other cities that are doing this.
Yeah, send it to me. Oh, you're doing it, sorry.
I'll let you
I'll
know,
just
cause
make
we got
the
that trip
chat.
to Texas, and we'll be getting back on the 12th,
Well,
so.
if you can't go, I'm gonna film it like I filmed these. That way I can bring back the juice for you guys.
Okay. Okay, Josh is going and filming, we'll see if we can join that.
Yeah,
So,
that's during the
trying to
week, so
stay
I don't
on-
know that I can pull that off. with Kids.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
to meet our deadline, to get that information to Jesse, and I wanna make sure it's more complete than last month, because we were kind of, the last minute.
Right.
Wanna, before I leave, get the information for March.
Yeah, and I think that it's great that we have
So it's
Chunit
music,
for the music.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get somebody from West Branch and Alliance as well, or Marlington?
It-
Because I think that when you got one choir there,
so we
you
have
got those
choir.
parents. You bring two choirs, you got those parents.
So is it high school,
Yeah,
So
high school choir?
Alliance High School.
I don't.
Okay,
I like that idea. I think we might be.
'Cause you got
It's all-
separate
It's
pocket
gonna.
parts.
That's gonna take
It's
a lot
me.
of
It's
coordinating where all of the people are gonna be in what time.
Well, you have them at different times. Like they would be down here singing at one point, and then you just have the other one singing the other pocket part
Yes.
at another point.
I don't mind reaching out and doing that. I just know that. Well, we weren't here for January, but we were not able to step outside of our store at any point.
In December.
So I
And
did.
so-
I already. You're talking about Alliance High School?
Well, I mean,
Like if
we're-
we had two
we're-
different bands
if
there,
we're
who's gonna
adding
coordinate
in
it that
several-
day?
Saying
If we're
add
adding
another
several
high
schools,
school.
there are gonna be
She's saying
students,
that might
parents,
be
and teachers that
overwhelming.
need to be told where to
Where to-
go
yeah.
and when to be there.
Yeah.
And I know that I cannot, I can coordinate
so what you're
one,
saying-
but I don't think I can coordinate
So-
three
so you
while
need a
we're.
volunteer coordinator to be in
Somebody
charge.
that's
Day
gonna
of the
at
event.
least day
Day
of
of the
be
event.
able to, yes.
So I messaged Carrie
Mhm.
about this already. I gave details as far as the date and the outdoor places they could potentially set up. The Pocket Park, Freedom Square, the little green space next to
On the corner.
Fandamonia and Themes, the
Yeah.
green space on the corner, and then the other park by Camelot.
Mhm.
So and of course the caboose. So I just spelled out
How
like
many is that? 4?
5,
5.
including the caboose area. But I don't know what that.
I would
look
probably,
like for.
I'd probably leave the caboose out for the moment. Only reason why is because when we did our Jeep event,
Yeah.
the
It gets
bands, it gets lost. It gets lost because it's so far off Main Street
Yeah.
that it gets
And
lost
if,
in the
if there
shuffle.
aren't people up there, then it's
So
gonna get
I did
lost
mention that in
way.
the email that if they need something bigger, like with all the electric stuff and hookups, there is always the caboose. But
Right.
I listed those other areas first.
Sure.
Well,
and
and
then-
I offer the generators. Like Paul needs it from time to time for his stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem if they need electricity.
Yeah.
We can stick a quiet generator in a corner, and I've got a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we got choir, at least one set up, is potentially.
Potentially, I mean that she's supposed to take it back to like the music department because they're doing music march
Mhm.
and let us know what they can do.
Yeah, I would love to see if we can get
Jazz
let's say
band.
the jazz band, or even if they wanted to do like a couple quartets from the orchestra. Like I think that would be really cool.
So maybe I'll
Okay.
just respond with like a hey, have you thought about this, and copy you on that email and say
Yeah.
Brittany told me she was involved. She had some ideas if you need help with
Do you have
anything.
Aaron's email too?
It just says
Oh.
Brittany and Aaron on it,
That's
but I
right.
can
Okay.
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 She can keep me involved, so.
So the deadline for creating this is the second Friday of the month. So what we need is to get everybody pump their ideas out and decide what's the scavenger hunt gonna be? What's the name gonna be? And
For
what is-
March,
Mhm. Do we have a name for
Should we
it?
do something to do with St. Patrick's Day?
What's your name? Had a name
Yeah,
for-
follow the rainbow or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not taste it, just follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because can we tie that in with our scavenger hunt? Like this month, we were doing find a different phrase.
find your lucky charms.
Yeah.
Find the lucky charms.
Oh, there you go.
Because that was also the date that Seamus was maybe coming, you
Yeah,
said?
I'm gonna talk to Tony.
Yeah.
See
Okay,
if I
so
can't get him to do that.
possibly is Seamus. So what we're trying to do is get all the ideas. What about burn barrels? Is that too much to?
I can
I
get
don't
barrels.
think we
The
would
problem
need
is we
that
need to
in
talk to
March.
the fire department before we do that and get the okay. Is my only concern.
Maybe it could be, we could reach out to.
That's what the Heritage Ohio
I
recommended,
don't
is
think
taking
that
old
she said
steel
need that in
barrels.
March,
She
though.
said get a
It was
50-gallon
recommended
drum
by
and
Heritage
they make
Ohio our last meeting.
fires
She
in them
said
and everybody
November
stands
through
around to
February.
make it
Warm
drive
up.
people out during the cold
I
weather.
thought
It's
thought-
still
She
gonna
said
be
it's very
cold though.
successful and it's not a big
Is it
deal.
really?
I mean, could be
That's
cold.
what she
Yeah.
was saying,
Right?
but
I mean,
to
it
me,
could
it's
be
like
60
adding
degrees,
one more
but-
layer that
chilly
we don't have
for
enough.
sure.
outdoor
nighttime.
volunteers.
I can get
Yeah,
the
open-
barrels, the problem
Open
is you're gonna have
fires
somebody,
downtown, they let them do that?
they do it on other cities. I've actually looked it up. They
Yeah.
do. They
I
open
would say-
barrels.
Interested
know,
in
I
the
was
fire
just
department, maybe, like if we wanted to reach out to the
'Cause I
fire
thought it was
department
kinda
and
odd
ask for
myself
their
and then I looked it
involvement.
up and found it.
Like,
They
Well, it's
didn't
like,
do
you
it.
know, that's what they,
I'll
homeless people
talk
do
to
to warm
Jason
up
and
and
see
I'm like,
if he could come down and at least talk to us about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it could be if the fire department wanted to be involved, they could be the ones that run a burn barrel if they wanted
Right.
to.
I don't think
Exactly.
that they'll commit to that because that would mean they would have to call somebody in and pay them overtime to do that
yeah.
because they can't take people away. They can't
Yeah.
say we're going to commit
So-
to this barrel and if somebody has a need
So
for us,
maybe
we're
we should
just
put the burn bells on next year.
Yeah, next year. But she said that if you have a burn barrel, have extinguisher sitting there next to it.
yeah.
That was the
Okay,
key.
so
to
the
it.
burn barrel is too much for
We just
now,
go buy a whole
but
bunch of little
we're gonna put down
extinguishers.
Seamus, and then of course Paul will do something.
Right.
If Paul gets this list, then he can think ahead to what it is
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
that'll,
do.
that'll help vendors too.
So what
with
I
crafty
suggest,
Yes.
so we got the map, find your lucky charm, have to decide what's gonna be at each shop.
That was Paul.
Oh.
Do you
So,
have any ideas for to give away? We did, it doesn't necessarily always have to be food.
Yeah.
Could be,
What is it for March?
We can.
Or
We can
what are we
find
talking
some at
about?
the
March or
Dolly, like,
April?
something
We're talking
cool,
about
some kinda
March.
cute.
Yeah.
just gonna try to
Why
get
don't we
March
do a
planned
gold
out.
chocolate coin or something like that?
Chocolate coins.
Like
Or
because
you
of
could
the
just,
If you wanted
or
some
you
sort
could
of-
just leave it up to each shop to
yeah,
decide
I
what
said,
they
what
want
if
So,
you
to
try
I
to
think we
find
should
like
make
a little
recommendations.
music toy
What
So-
if everyone has their own little pot of gold at the end
Yeah.
of the rainbow?
I think it would be good if, like, during these
Gold.
meetings, we made
So,
like recommendation ideas,
Yeah,
and
let
then we
them-
could just message the businesses and say, hey, we were thinking you could do this, and let them decide what will best be for them. Because we're already doing the scavenger hunt, which they would be involved with, so this is kind of extra to that.
So this is what they get when they.
This is the
find-
reward.
Maybe it's a box of Lucky Charms.
Okay.
This
So we
is-
do need to coordinate that.
Okay, so
Yes,
I'm sorry.
but there's two ways to do it. One, when we did the Trollmania, the shops just decided whatever they wanted to give, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And the people really don't care what it is. They
Yeah.
really just enjoy the activity and the hunt. So whatever you're giving, just like right now, are we gonna have chocolate or not? It hasn't been out there. If you give chocolate, all the better.
Yeah.
Beads.
If you don't,
We do have green
Those
beans.
We were
Little
gonna give away
chocolate
green
coins.
beans,
Yeah, in March we were gonna give away green beads.
green beans. So I think we should just say,
Green
this is the
beans.
theme.
Beads.
Beads.
This is the
Like St.
thing.
Patrick's Day beads.
I love
Do we
green beans.
have a pot, little pots, we
One
could
green
paint
bean for
gold?
you.
Then we could put a pot
Yeah, I
in each.
bet the Dollar Tree will have all
I
kinds of cute stuff. We
got some from Halloween.
So if we
yeah,
have
we could
little
just spray
pots,
paint them gold.
okay, so we're
And
gonna have a
then
pot of
a
gold.
little one, and they
that
can
fill
fill
up
in
whatever
each
they
shop.
want.
Yes,
The
I have
business
like the
could.
little like Halloween ones, like they're tiny, but
I probably have
And
enough
then just
pots
tell
back
everybody
there.
they get a
I bought a whole
lucky
bunch of them
charm
one time.
Yeah.
at
I got
each
more
place,
pots than all
and
y'all.
the shops can decide
Sorry.
what
Yeah.
they want to give out as,
I-
like Mardi Gras beads. I have a pile of Mardi Gras beads, so I might just.
Just
say, here, we'll give out
Josh.
Mardi Gras beads, instead of trying to get everybody.
Josh.
Are
like
we gonna
did.
do Mardi Gras?
it's the February 24th.
Family friendly.
It's right around February 24th, so no, because that
Okay.
won't hit our first Friday.
All right, so those are that's, I think we just need a framework. Oh, the music, it's supposed to be music month. If it's
Mhm.
Lucky Charms, is it band's just gonna be on the side, or is it a music month? Because originally we said it was gonna be music, and I was gonna have us, each shop host somebody that's a musician.
Right, if you had a guitar player, piano player, somebody,
Right,
I don't know if I got a piano left. I might start
so
piano.
then,
Put that
like
up
we
front.
have Bill that plays the piano with Thebes, and we could have Bill in there, and then we could,
It might be a
we do
great
a guitarist and-
some sort of sponsorship opportunity for that guitar store on Main Street or on Arch.
Dixon's.
Yeah,
No,
or
right.
No.
whatever it
No,
is. I don't know.
Yeah, Rosio.
well, if you go
Yeah.
to the people where the kids are learning, it's always great to have the kids and say,
Yeah.
you know, have the
But
the music teacher say like a little impromptu recital, and you're gonna sit at this shop and you're gonna,
let's just. I think we should keep it open to the business whether they play music in the store or they bring in musicians.
okay.
Right. I would like to bring in a musician, but it might be hard for some stores like Hodgepodge to
Yeah.
find someone. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I mean, not to say they
It's a
can't, but
voluntary thing, and just gonna say there are musicians being hosted downtown,
Yeah.
and not every
And if
shop's
anybody
gonna
reaches
have
out,
one.
you can always refer them to, hey, Hodgepodge doesn't have one yet.
yeah.
That type of thing.
I mean, that would be great if we could get one in everybody's
So-
building.
Okay,
but
so we're gonna host musicians at various spots downtown.
Yeah,
That'll win.
even if the schools fall through, we can, just put people on the sidewalk or outside
If
or
they do,
inside.
then you got that much more happening.
Yeah.
So we should set for all this, because I know each of us are doing, like, I'm with the school one, and then Seamus, all this stuff that still needs to be confirmed. Can we set that we come back to the meeting after the February event, the 6th?
Yes.
Since we're meeting the first Monday after the event, right? Was that what you had said, Sherry?
February 6th.
That's gonna be the go or no go day. If we have the stuff, then that's what's in the press release.
So I'll be in Mexico,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
Jesse's here, so you just get this information to her and say, this is the key parts.
Yeah.
She doesn't need all the little details, she just needs the overall,
Something to
cause
write a description.
hers
I
is
took the
just
chair out
creating
of the
that
office.
graphic.
Yeah.
But someone needs to be in charge of getting
You wanna use
all the
this one?
details
Is this
onto
Yeah, this chair.
Facebook.
no.
So who's gonna get all the
Don't do
details? Cause right now, she, like I said,
Yeah.
she just sent out a small snippet, but we missed a link there where all that information goes to the first Friday page.
So if we're gonna be sitting at the meetings and coming up with this list of things on, like, the 6th, and I know that it's different for you because you're on vacation, but if we're like doing that on the 6th and we all have that consensus here, we can draft out something during that meeting, and then if you're doing the press releases, would you be able to just take that draft and
Yes.
write it up,
Yep.
and that can be a
Yep.
description?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I just really quickly, I know that Jessie and I had talked about it. She would love us to be able to take a month where we're really gonna be really diligent and we're gonna plan 2 months worth out
Mhm.
in that month so that
You
like
get a
if
month
the
ahead.
February one, she could be handing out the stuff for March.
Yeah.
Or we could be handing out the stuff for
Yeah.
March.
No, I
So-
totally agree.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this month
Well,
we're ahead of last
I
month.
want
The
to
next
meet that
month, I
Monday
think we're gonna be
after.
ahead of the
We
next
need to be
month.
planning 2 months, not 1 month. So
Yes.
Well, and
we
here's where you can take some of that, like, there's the, some of those months we had talked about making a Josh, Sherry, I think we had talked about.
Yeah, some of those months we're taking off events. We're not doing anything.
Right. In other words, July is the festival bands event.
Well, we can't take that one off because you're moving it, right?
No, this is Crystal's event.
This is Crystal's event.
Oh, okay.
So that
Yeah.
that gives us time to get
So
caught
July,
up
we're
on.
not doing
what do you
nothing.
mean that's
Okay.
Crystal's event?
That's that
So
car
Crystal-
show, bands down here, all that stuff.
It's
That
Saturday though.
it's a Saturday. I get it.
So we're not gonna have a first Friday that month?
Well, it's kind of.
July?
I think you're kind of counterproductive on that. A little
Our
bit.
our
Well, I
goal
mean,
our
after
goal
we're
for
gonna-
making that decision was there's an event the next day and it might be and we did say can we move this event to Friday and
Right,
I
we'll
think
have
you
to-
said yes. So
I don't have a problem with it. We just gotta
what
make
we
sure.
want to do is just have a month off from this and we're gonna let let this festival be the first Friday.
We can ask. We can
I
ask.
don't
They
know
do
why
it.
That's a good
July,
event
though.
for
I
downtown.
really
too, so
think
you
that
don't
that
wanna-
is not a
I
great
think we could
choice,
still
personally.
coordinate like a scavenger hunt or like something that would be less coordinated for Friday still,
Sure.
just for people that want to that could still come
like
down.
a
But then
preview
just,
Absolutely.
or the kickoff. So this is a
Yeah.
kickoff to her festival for the next
Sure.
day, and this is a kickoff for the Jeep show. You could do something like
so we
that,
could just do it. Yeah.
Say, I
but using that same theme that's already there.
okay.
Okay.
Just thoughts.
If you guys
But-
got all the energy, then we can do this. But it was
Yeah.
honestly
I appreciate
coming
no,
from
I
the
appreciate where
stance
yes.
that this
Well,
takes a lot,
she
and we are
needs-
all running our own
She needs
businesses.
more people to show up. So when we
Yeah.
partner up with these things, it strengthens both of them.
Yeah.
But yes, will it?
Is
That's the problem with
I
Fridays.
think
is
that-
Yeah.
But it's also during the summer, so maybe she'd do it on a Friday because.
The
Or
idea
just
isn't we're
start
not.
it on a Friday because there's a lot of 3-day festivals and they start Friday evening, then it's all day Saturday, and then it's Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-day festival. It's like actually it's not. You're not doing 3 full days
Yeah.
of events.
The
The
reason
thing is these are the first 2 events that started down here,
Sure.
and those were put on without this group.
Mhm.
The problem is there's so much was invested in those that I don't want them to fall to the wayside.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Not
follow
at
me?
all.
No, that's
And
not
Jeep
what we
event's
should do.
amazing.
No,
That
I
Jeep
don't-
event was
I don't
probably
want
the
them
best
to
event
fall
of all.
off. I just don't. I want to capitalize on that. Like that's already an event that's coming down.
You
Here, so why wouldn't we be like, yes,
All right,
we're
here,
still doing it,
You
so
can
that
do
we
it.
can.
July 15th is the event in October
Wait, July.
14th. July 15th is the date in October. See, I don't book it. She handles all the stuff. All I do is just,
So July 15th
where do you need the
was
truck?
our
Where do you need
festival.
this? Where do you need
You know,
that?
And when was it in October?
But that's not the first Friday, right?
No.
No, October 14th is the other
Yeah,
one.
that's not the first
But-
Friday either.
But can she change her date?
Well,
She's
if we
already
do
put
the,
in for the grants and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't
so
know
it's
if-
not the day after.
No.
No,
Oh,
Can you ask her, Ed?
grants already been submitted.
Yeah, but can you ask her if she
Going
can just change the event dates?
I
We're
don't think
still
we need
months
to
and
change
months away, and it would really
I think it's a
benefit us
great-
if we
It
did.
would really benefit her too.
it's like the first Friday festival.
I know the
kickoff.
October one will not be changed. I know that one for sure.
Yeah,
Because
because-
she's at the whim of the Jeep people.
The Jeep
and
people
they
already
want
started
it on
promoting
a
it.
Saturday.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, yes.
And I know
2
that
weeks
for the
before.
July
Yeah,
one,
We don't need-
Huh?
she might
They want
be
a day
restricted
event.
by
They want a
like
whole
the
day
bands
event, yeah.
that she's paying, and the bands might get iffy if they're doing something on Friday
So-
instead of a Saturday.
Especially booked ahead of time like
Yeah.
that.
But you gotta be
So-
careful not to take the flow from the Fridays.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
That's what we're trying to
In the
figure
middle
out.
of the
That's what
summer,
we're trying to.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to drop
So what
off because we have another
what we
event
can
that
say
month.
is
That
each
wasn't the
time we do
intent.
this, it's hopefully
No,
gonna get
I
smoother,
know it
quicker,
wasn't.
faster.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, guys, each time we do this, hopefully it'll take less and less and feel like
It
less and less
should.
of a strain. Because we're just setting the arching themes
Yes.
for it,
Yeah.
and then all the shops are responsible for doing
Year after year.
marketing and so might feel like a lot right now, but if we come up with Cinco de Mayo, we come up with more ideas, throw them up on the board and go with them. Cause people can participate as much or as little as possible, just
Right.
like you weren't there at all. So 1 month, you're just not gonna worry about it because I'm going to Mexico, so,
Yeah,
you know.
Yep.
But my employees are gonna handle it, so it's not,
yeah, maybe us that aren't as actively involved in that event can help step it up for something.
Yeah.
I think
If
the
we
sticky
feel
note thing you
comfortable
had,
at that
Sherry,
time.
right, for like
'Cause there
next
is
month,
2
like,
weeks there.
and just someone else putting
Yeah.
their name on it for that
Yeah.
month, I think that'll work out fine.
Yep.
All just growing pains.
I think we need an adult
I mean,
night.
so, and also timely with our meetings, so we started, we're finishing on time. Anybody
So
else have
I do wanna
anything
recap
pressing?
just the
Yes.
February event.
Okay.
So making sure we have, Paul is coming
Yes,
as the love doctor.
he said he was.
We have the scavenger hunt with the clue.
Yep, that's
the-
all done.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we have the vendors and well the freebie giveaway, the chocolate, but we didn't promote that. We can still do that. And then any of the vendors. So you said you have 5 outdoor
5 or
vendors?
6.
5 or 6? Okay. I
Um,
also know
I say I know one
You
is
got the honey guy?
he's
Okay.
on
Is there
there.
gonna be a kissing bonus?
No, that would be a good idea.
I'm 100% into
COVID
that.
friendly kissing. Wear your
I
mask.
love it.
Do the nuts.
I
so
love it.
Kiss through the
With-
glass.
those vendors, I know that some of them like
Let's
we're
see how
wanting to
far
be
you can blow your
continuous.
kisses.
Yes.
Right?
I do know that CCP is coming during February
Yes.
as well. Did they sign up?
I like
They
that.
didn't sign up. I
Okay.
emailed her in the library. So, Carnation City Players, the library, they're coming down for sure.
Yeah.
The domestic violence shelter signed up. Paul said that he was. Paul said that he was coming, but
Yeah.
didn't like commit.
Oh, Paul Carmichael.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the love
Okay.
doctor?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
I assume he is. He
People
just
are asking
didn't
me
sign the
about that.
form.
I
We'll
hope
have now.
so.
And
He
the
told
thing
just
me
is,
he
didn't sign
was
it, yeah.
when
I'm
I,
sure he started posting pictures.
Yeah,
of
so
things
he
he's
just
playing
didn't
with
fill
and-
out the form, which I have to get some people to do because I really just want a master list of
Yeah.
like.
So
3
Paul
months,
guys.
typically
Vendor list,
he
yeah.
hasn't filled out the forms
Yeah.
but because we kind of treat him as like an event and not a vendor.
Yeah.
But also AAPS wants to commit for a booth every month for 2023.
Okay.
CCP wants to, but with their show dates, they won't always be able to.
Sure.
So they won't be able to for March, and they're trying to decide on April. But so just so I think we'll have those people that will continuously
Mhm.
come, that
Yes.
will set up outside, and they'll be local, so
Mhm.
the commitment will be stronger, hopefully,
Yes.
instead of these outside vendors that
Yes.
come in.
The other thing we need to do is also get involved in with the churches on the
Yes,
food
that's where I
vendor
was
side.
going next.
You know, like the Republican Party, Democrat Party, they do the things at the park.
Yeah.
The Lions Club, the
So we need
KFC,
to add
the
that up
First
here.
Christian Church.
Contact person for the churches. That way they can let.
The nonprofits, basically, churches and nonprofits.
I think we could just add those people to like an email blast.
Why
Once
wouldn't
one of
we
us makes a
churches,
contact
but
with them,
do
then
other
we can just.
nonprofits?
Well, let's do nonprofits. Let's look in here. Because then you could have a different person in charge of each one of those. And what you are is this is just a point person, so it's not like Dalton saying, oh yeah, I talked to this, and I talked to this, and I talked to that.
Yeah.
The churches would know that this person is their person that they're coordinating with, and those are the person that, does that sound like it? I mean, it all comes back to the committee, but you then
I
say,
have a lot of nonprofits that I deal with usually too, so it'll
Yep.
just be,
so we'll bring
I
the
agree.
sticky notes and we can say, Faye's talking to nonprofits, somebody else has a good connection to this school. And then we could break this school down. If we're doing multiple schools, we could say, here's our contact for Marble, here's our contact for Alliance, and break it down into 3 different people that are helping coordinate.
Throw out some nonprofits. What's the nonprofits?
Lions are domestic violence shelter, yeah, the Lions Club, maybe
YWCA.
Rotary,
Yeah.
YWCA,
So you can make
YMCA.
Got the
Did
police,
just
fire,
learn
the
that the
library, the food
YMCA is
pantry,
hosting a
churches,
kids'
the
night
domestic abuse, the
on
YW,
February
toy drive,
1st
breast
Friday.
cancer, suicide,
And
scouts,
there's
veterans,
something
touch
else
truck.
going on at Chives.
So these
as
are all
well
some of the
at
things
night.
that they currently.
You can add and take away from that.
So
Yes.
the last thing I need to coordinate with the city is the blocks we're going to be using for February event and any picnic tables. So do you think we should?
Because they, does everybody
Do we have
remember they
food
do that
vendors?
parade
Any picnic
downtown and
tables?
nobody's here for it?
It's okay.
They go marching
Not.
down the
We're
street.
working
I'm
towards a
always
goal.
watching it, it's like,
We do,
no one's watching it.
I have reached out to several food trucks. I have one more that I want to
Yeah.
call them because I haven't heard back from them yet.
Yeah.
They actually did our neighborhood party and they
Yeah.
are pretty much down for anything, but I think maybe I just got lost in translation somewhere. So I'm gonna give them another call and reach out to them. They're
What
out of
about the guy that
Louisville.
has the church up here? He does a Thursday,
Yeah, what's his name? I can't remember.
he has the church out
Oh.
there.
He's up at the
Plaza.
Presbyterian Church. He's up where the Presbyterian Church used to be, at the hill.
He's
Yeah.
a part of the city's event things and stuff. He's big into what's
I don't
going
know.
on around.
I would say we can just promote local food
Yeah.
and drink like we did for January for this one.
Yeah.
I was in your shoes last month with this. It's hard.
I mean, you can only do what you can do. And,
Yeah.
Especially
I'm
if,
sorry, I
because
have-
I'm summer months,
gonna be
those
promoted more
food vendors
businesses.
are gonna get
I can
busy
help
and a
you
lot
with
of
some
them
of
plan
that.
months in advance. Cause Mark when we were doing the Art Fest thing and the chamber was doing a food truck rally.
Yeah, they still do it.
Well, I'm just saying that food truck rally, Mark would book people a year in advance because
Yeah.
those summer months, no one wants to do it now, but the summer months,
And
they're like, they got multiple
I think we
opportunities
should
to
do
go.
So
So you gotta get them
all
committed ahead
those
of
Once we
time,
get to a
vendors,
point
I
where.
sent
they
them
have to
for
pay,
the next 3 months.
because if you
the
don't,
signups
they
already.
don't
Yes.
show up.
That's what I say. I was sending out. I don't know if you saw. I went ahead and created the next few months. I didn't go past June because we had talked about possibly tacking on a fee.
Yeah.
What
I think the
deposit?
food is good.
A deposit.
Basically, a
a
refundable
show up.
deposit.
a
If you
show up
you get your money
deposit.
back. Once you book.
Which I'm totally down with that, but I didn't want to create events if we were going to need to do that. So I wanted to see how February went before and then come to a decision on that. And then I'll make the rest of the year because I would really love to say, oh, you came to February, here's the whole year.
Exactly.
Plan out your year.
You came in the
Yeah.
cold, we give you
Yeah.
the spot for the
So
rest of the
if-
year.
You come, you sign up.
Yeah.
If you're here, the more you come, the more I'm gonna find a better spot for you. I'm gonna let you pick your prime spot.
More guaranteed.
So
So,
Well,
If-
I'm sorry, but not only that, I used to be a contractor,
Mhm.
and the more you use somebody, the more you can use them again.
Mhm.
Once you drop him off, he's gonna go find somebody else and you're gonna lose him.
that's why I want the master list so I can have okay guys, just we're a week out. Make sure that you have your, you've sent your deposit, you have your spot picked out, you have contacted a business if you need to be inside or whatever.
the